接住落嚟嘅呢一個環節咧，亦都係會咧同啱啱我哋所講咧息息相關嘅，因為咧我哋下一個嘅環節嘅嘉賓啦，將會同我哋分享一下啦，就係零售產業啦喺數字經濟下嘅發展。咁啊呢一個環節嘅主題咧就係數字時代的智慧零售與智慧消費者。咁啊，我哋呢個時候會有請畢馬威香港亞太區消費品業主管合夥人利安先生，同埋多點 Dmall 聯席行政總裁 Spurrell 先生啦嚟到台上面嘅。Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. Anson Bailey, Head of Consumer and Retail, ASPAC, and Head of Technology Hong Kong, KPMG China on stage, and also Mr. Spurrell, Co-CEO Dmall International Business on stage. 我哋掌聲有請兩位。
Okay, 唔該晒。
Good afternoon, everyone.
Okay, great, Marcus. Great to see you here. Welcome to the Digital Economy Summit. Great to be here live in person. Now, you are of course, you're the technology guru for retail. You are like the CEO for Dairy Farm, really exciting stuff. But you're also the co-CEO for Dmall. Do you want to tell all of us a little bit about Dmall?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm just in the middle at the moment of transitioning out of Dairy Farm. As many of you will know, Dairy Farm is the biggest retailer and actually the biggest restaurateur in Hong Kong. So we run Welcome, Mannings, 7-Eleven, IKEA, and we have a 50% stake in the Maxims Group. So I was the Chief Digital Officer of Dairy Farm. I've been the Chief Technology Officer of Dairy Farm for the last couple of years. And I'm now actually transitioning out of that role and taking on the role of co-CEO of Dmall International, which Dairy Farm we've been involved in with Dmall for the last 3.5 years as a technology partner in all of our stores.
Now, you've had a lot of success in your role as Chief Digital Officer at Dairy Farm, but I just want to play everybody a short little song because I think you're responsible. Yvonne, can we play that song? Yvonne, that's enough. That's enough of that song. You are responsible, Marcus Spurrell, you are responsible for this song. I hum it. Even I'm having a shower and I'm going, why you? That's annoying. You're responsible for this song.
Yes.
You're more gaucho.
Yeah, I am responsible for it. I mean, I was hired 5 years ago to build the YUU program here in Hong Kong. And as part of that, we developed the song. What I'm not responsible for, when I say I developed it, my team are the ones that developed it.
Yeah.
I'm not the one who's responsible for playing it all day long in the stores and driving everyone crazy, though.
Okay.
That's not my responsibility.
But that's what's happened.
Yeah.
It's driven everybody crazy, right? Everybody's shaking their heads like, not that song, why you?
Well, it's been a very effective marketing tool, Anson.
We
have 4.2 million people signed up for YUU today in Hong Kong.
4.2 million.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty good loyalty program.
And it's pure digital, right? I mean, it's just a mobile-only digital program for the people of Hong Kong. It delivers value to several million people on a daily basis, great offers, great coupons, digital services, e-commerce, insurance. We've just launched a partnership with Uber on the platform.
Right.
So it's delivering a lot of value. I think it's a great program, and of course it's digital, data-driven, personalized experiences for people here.
So they're going to play that YUU song in every Uber journey?
No, no. We've got a new song.
Oh, you got a new song? Okay. Don't share it. Dmall, it's quite interesting. Do you want to tell us a little bit? Because it's to my understanding, you've set up this JV between Dairy Farm and Dmall. But what is Dmall?
So Dmall is a company, basically the brainchild of a tech guru in China, Dr. Zhang, who in the 1990s started. He's a Stanford university PhD a graduate in systems engineering. And in the 1990s, he started developing point-of-sale systems for retail in China. And he couldn't find anybody to buy the system. So he started his own supermarket called Wumart. And basically, these two companies, Dmall, or the precursor to Dmall, and Wumart have grown sort of side by side over the last 25 years. And Wumart today is the third biggest supermarket in China.
Wow.
And all of their retail technology systems, their ERP, warehouse management systems, all of the point-of-sale systems. You can see some of the point-of-sale systems outside here.
Right?
Yep. Intelligent shopping trolleys. They do 300,000 e-commerce orders a day out of Wumart.
Right.
So it's an e-commerce services cloud, a marketing and advertising cloud, but the core of it is really a digital retail
Sure.
cloud. And they have 15% market share. We have 15% market share in China today.
Wow, that's significant. Now, COVID,
Yep.
COVID-19, one thing it did do for all of us, it accelerated everything digital. So even here in Hong Kong, and we were considered to be laggards in that digital space, we've kind of caught up. So we're a lot more digital. What are the trends that you're seeing or have seen in the last couple of years?
Well, first of all, I mean, the YUU platform itself has given us a great springboard
Yep.
to be able to send targeted messages to customers and actually start to drive digital adoption. So that's been great. The fact that it's a mobile only, I think we've played our role in helping to digitize Hong Kong, but we've definitely seen tremendous changes over the last 4 to 5 years here. When I came back, this is my second time in Hong Kong. When I came back 5 years ago, I would say that Hong Kong hadn't changed much in 10 years. But now you've got the proliferation of a lot of different payments. You've seen HKTV Mall alone go from 10,000 orders a day to 50,000 orders a day. People are engaging with digital tools, digital platforms. They're expecting service. They expect delivery. Our instant delivery in 30 minutes service has been growing at about 300% a month in the last year. So we've seen tremendous adoption here in Hong Kong of digital retail.
Right, and we hear a lot about technology and innovation in the retail space. We hear a lot about VR, AR, the platform businesses. What digital payments, for you, what is the key driver?
Well, I still think it's about being able to use, what we liked about the Dmall system when we saw it for the first time is that it digitizes the entire customer journey. The Dmall system allows you to digitize the in-store customer. We've got mobile apps that you can use in the store where you can get product information, you can get unique offers on the spot, you can connect to intelligent shopping trolleys, and we learn more and more and more about our customers. And as a result of that, we understand more about what their expectations are in terms of price, promo, and product. And so we can deliver richer experiences for customers. And if we deliver experiences for them, they're happy for us to take their data, to use that data in order to enrich that experience. So I think we've seen, again, that the digital adoption there. We see video, what we're seeing in terms of our marketing is short-form video.
Short-form video.
Short-form video, in particularly in China at the moment, is really knocking out all other forms of e-commerce. And I'm not just talking about sort of TikTok, but really just all e-commerce marketing in China is actually gravitating towards this sort of short form. Whether that will be the same outside of China in the time to come, I don't know. But that's definitely one technology. We're also seeing in China that people are using our app to connect directly to store team members to talk about whether products are in store or not, whether they can get special delivery of something. So they're using sort of direct connecting technology one-to-one with our team members.
Okay. Cool, but let's also talk about the 300-pound gorilla in the room, and that's not me. AI. ChatGPT, right? Duncan earlier on, Duncan Chu talked about what can we expect with ChatGPT. What are you seeing? Because I don't know whether to be really, I mean, on one side it's really, really positive, but on the other side, wow, whole ganger. I mean, you can be a little bit afraid, right?
Yeah, I think what we're seeing definitely just at an immediate practical level is in Dmall, in working with Dairy Farm, we're implementing Dmall technology across all of Dairy Farm's businesses across Asia. 10,000 stores, point of sale systems everywhere. And so as we develop this technology, we produce at least one 50-page technology document a week in China that needs to be kind of translated into English and spread around our teams across Asia. We have a team of translators who do that because those technical documents are quite difficult. We use some translation software, but it's never been great. Today, ChatGPT-4 will translate a 50-page document from Chinese into English in 10 seconds.
Wow.
And it's perfect English.
Perfect
And
English.
we don't need our translation teams anymore.
Okay, so that's interesting because that also means that I think last week there were some headlines talking about millions of jobs going. So potentially, ChatGPT is going to wipe out millions of jobs.
I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think there'll be a lot of small businesses where headcounts can be repurposed. My wife has a small company here, food sustainability company. She has a PR person. She has a content creation person. She now does those jobs herself using ChatGPT-4. And she's taken those two people and she's repurposed them and she's using them in the marketing team. So I think there's a lot of opportunity for people to reskill, side skill, and redeploy people into different services. But unquestionably, there will be massive restructuring. Customer service is going to be hit hard. Financial services will be hit hard. Accounting, translation. I can see it every day. You know, if you work in a large enterprise, you can see every day what the opportunity is. And honestly, unfortunately, I don't speak Cantonese, so I missed the conversation that was just taking place here on the stage. I'd like to have listened in. I heard a lot of the words that I'm using every day coming up in that conversation. The opportunity is huge and it's accelerating.
And you and I both have kids, sons, and by the way, we both have Hong Kong wives, right? So our sons both suffer from tiger mom syndrome. But what are they going to do in the future? Marcus, what are they going to do in the future? What are the jobs? Are they going to be data scientists?
Well, I think they could be. You know, if we have the right programs in place, the right coalition of, you know, parenting and educators and government policies and industry professionals that come together to sort of train people and pull them up through the system, I think there's plenty of opportunities in that space. But I must say that I do find, you know, the pace of change at the moment in the AI space is also slightly unnerving, I have to say. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. I do have some concerns about the future for my kids.
Right, so that is a concern that all of us have. So our kids are Gen Zs, right? Gen Z consumers. That, I think, is looking forward for the future. Gen Z consumers, you and I have seen Gen Z consumers, they're digital natives, they're incredibly tech savvy, they're digital media savvy, they're socially aware. They're the future. 300 million Gen Z consumers today in China, another 280 million Gen Z consumers in South Asia and ASEAN. That's a universe of nearly 600 million Gen Z consumers. Just looking at that technology, traditional bricks and mortar stores, are they finished? Is it over? Because they're just going to buy online, right?
No, I don't think so.
No?
I think no, I don't think so. I think that if you want to communicate with that consumer, yes, the digital journey is super important. I think that's very important. I think storytelling is important. I think being authentic is important. They care about the environment. They care about the planet. They care about sustainability. You know, they care about gender fluidity. You need to be able to speak to them on their terms and communicate with them. The digital journey is important, but the future of the store is unquestionably there forever. There's absolutely no doubt about that. And you could see that trend first started in China with Alibaba and the Hema stores, 7 Fresh from JD, you know, Ella from Meituan, these pure plays, and even Amazon buying Whole Foods. You could see that pure plays were moving to, they really understood the power of bricks and mortar, of actually real world experiences for customers.
Okay, we're out of time, even though we were allotted a longer time, but we've got to keep it short. But 2 very quick final points. What is your advice to everybody in the Digital Economy Summit today? You know, looking forward to the Gen Z consumers, looking at technologies like ChatGPT, what's your advice to them? And also, your favorite book. Are you reading some interesting books right now? I can tell you right now, I've been reading Kai-Fu Lee. I think we know Kai-Fu Lee. Great book, AI Superpowers. He's got another book called AI 2041. Check it out. But what's your advice to everybody here, and what's your favorite book?
Well, my advice to people who are in retail, I'm a retailer, so my advice to people that are in retail is that you know, if you continue to provide rich experiences to your customer and you focus on that, they will give you their data, and you can get into a great loop where you're enriching the data, enriching their experiences, and you're driving loyalty. So I think that's what we're trying to do with YUU. When it comes to a book, I started a book last night called The Metamorphosis of Prime Intellect, which was written in 1994.
1994?
Which is pinpoint on the zeitgeist today, which is about how an AI actually becomes an AGI and then takes over the world and flips the world into a metaverse. And it's a rip-roaring book. It's quite graphic, so I wouldn't want anybody who's going to read that about that, but it's very interesting and on point to what's happening today, and it was written in 1994.
1994. That's the AGI. How about Terminator level, ASI? When are we going to see Terminator level AI?
I think the previous guests probably have a better idea of that than me.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time. I'm sure you'll agree. Lots of interesting comments there from Marcus. Stay tuned. Thank you for joining the Digital Economy Summit today. We'll be outside because I think networking cocktails are coming up. So we'll be more than happy to have a chat. And of course, feel free to check out that technology outside as well.
Yep. Great.
Okay, thank you very much. Have
All
a
right.
good day.
Thank you very much, Anson and Marcus. So please kindly be